civil society colleagues, my fellow Rohingya and people of Myanmar, I am honored to speak to you today. My name is Wei Wei Nu. I am the founder and executive director of Women's Peace Network, an organization advancing human rights, justice, gender equality, and peace. I thank the President of the General Assembly and her team, the Bangladesh Mission, and all member states for making this conference possible. This is a historic occasion for Myanmar, but it is long overdue. Our people have suffered enough. For ethnic minorities from Kachin to Rohingya, the suffering has spanned decades. Decades of displacement, oppressions, violence, and decades of inactions on war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. That cycle must end today. The conference must be the beginning of change, of a lasting solution over a temporary fix, one that is grounded in a pathway for the future that people of Myanmar define. We cannot just walk away from today after a series of statements. Instead, we need a concrete follow-up mechanisms, one that ensures sustained monitoring of the result of today's conference, clear benchmarks, and above all, the meaningful inclusions of the community's voices in all decisions about their futures. And it must immediately end the ongoing killing fields in Myanmar. As I speak, the Burmese military junta is continuing to commit mass atrocities all across the country. Airstrikes are killing women and children, youth are being forcibly conscripted, political prisoners are tortured, women and girls and LGBTQI+ people are raped as weapons of war. In Rakhine State, after decades of genocide, the Rohingya are facing a total, complete destruction. The junta Bloc 8 recruits Rohingya as human shield and continues systematic persecution. The genocide did not end in 2017. It has worsened. Rohingya are now being targeted by Arakan Army, the AA. Over the past 2 years, the AA has seized control of much of Rakhine, including the north and Bangladesh border. Despite promises, its actions mirror the junta: massacre, arson, torture, forced recruitment, forced transfer of people, and sexual violence. It is now denying aid to the Rohingya and is systematically starving them to death by confining them and restricting their movement. In northern Rakhine State, there has been no UN or international aid for over a year. Like the military, the AA is denying its atrocities, even publicly bashing UN reports on Myanmar. And like the military, the AA is denying the Rohingyas' indigenous identity, calling the Rohingya everything but their name. Meanwhile, the violence is also affecting everyone in Rakhine State. The junta is still confining 120,000 Rohingya in internally displaced persons camps in Sittwe. There, the military continues to abuse and deny basic human necessity, forcing them to suicide or flee by boat. The military is also attacking areas with ethnic Rakhine, Kamen, Dainet, Mro, and other minorities. Just a couple of weeks ago, the military bombed a boarding school at night, killing dozens of Rakhine children and injuring many. No one is spared. It is also true that armed groups that are undemocratically claiming to represent the Rohingya have collaborated with the military. The AA has taken these as excuses to inflict collective punishment on Rohingya civilians. And when it suits its goal, like improving image before this conference, AA would orchestrate a media campaign to whitewash its actions to the international community. But let me emphasize, a photo or video of a smiling Rohingya should never, ever erase the destruction that has been caused to the Rohingya. What the AA is doing now is detrimental to the people of Arakan and their common future. All I and my community have wanted is to live in peace with our diverse neighbor in our homeland. So if the AA also genuinely seeks coexistence, it can use its newfound power to take measures that allow for safe and voluntary return of Rohingya and ability not just to live, but thrive with equal rights. If there is a will, there is a way. It can easily protect Rohingya, allow aid to enter, hold perpetrators of atrocities accountable, and creates conditions for genuine, peaceful coexistence. Unfortunately, we know by now that that will not happen anytime soon. And the genocide victims and survivors are, when the